From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning. We continue to track the wind gusts. Very important this morning as we do have a couple active fires on the map. One in Yakima, one in southern Yakima County, and we will touch on those in just a second. But you can see the winds not nearly as strong as they were yesterday morning, and that is a very good sign. Right now, temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 50s up in the Cascades and 50s in the Blues. Here's your day planner forecast for today for lower elevations. Going to be in the mid to upper 70s around lunchtime, and then into the low to mid 90s at the peak of daytime heating. So pretty seasonal stuff for today, but we're going to be closer to 100 degrees in the lower Columbia Basin for today and tomorrow. Cooler as we head into Saturday through Tuesday. Not just cooler, maybe a little bit wetter for the mountains on both Monday and Tuesday, and maybe some thunderstorm chances as well. Now let's talk about some of the fires that are burning on the map. First, we have the one that's burning in Yakima. This is the East Viola fire. This is burning along the Yakima River to the south of Washington 24, to the south of the wastewater facility. This does have level 3 evacuations in place. First, just kind of the map look at it. You can see there's the interstate, there's Washington 24. This is the wastewater facility, and they're kind of nestled right by the Yakima River. Level 3 go now evacuations in place for both sides of the Yakima River, south of the Nob Hill overpass to the I-82 bridge by Union Gap. And then we have the other fire burning in Yakima County right there on the Yakima and Klickitat County line. This one did have evacuations in place last night. Those have since been lifted, but the acreage still around 500. We don't have much word on containment, but if we have any updates to either of these fires, we'll let you know on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, as Josh mentioned, keeping a close eye on that East Viola fire as we give you that live look of it right now from our Biomark camera in Yakima. The brush fire jumping the freeway, prompting evacuations, even torching the roof of a local restaurant. We have updates for you coming up.
And a strange scene outside a busy retail strip in Kennewick. Investigators say a man covered in black face paint was handing out cash and talking about violence, and also said he was on drugs. We have that full story just ahead.
And Pasco says they are one step closer to naming their next city manager. Mayor saying final talks are underway and they're looking for a candidate who is ready to hit the ground. We have these headlines and so much more on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It's Wednesday, July 16th, making it through the week.
Halfway there,
and keeping a close eye on a number of fires burning around the region.
And we want to start the brush fire near East Viola Avenue in Yakima that Josh was just talking about.
Yeah, crews still on scene working to contain those flames. The evacuation orders remain in effect. I want to give you a live look of it right now.
The fire sparked yesterday afternoon and quickly grew, with embers jumping Interstate 82 and igniting the roof of the Gear Jammer truck stop.
Yeah, so firefighters acted fast to contain that structure fire. We don't have any word yet from them on just how much damage it caused, though.
Meanwhile, a DNR helicopter was brought in to drop water on hotspots in that brush fire, while Washington State Patrol and DOT helped control traffic in the area.
Yeah, because you can see from the live look here as the smoke still kind of burns and smolders in that vegetation. It is just right along the interstate there. That's I-82 that runs parallel to where that fire is burning. So crews have been working through the night, and they're expected to remain on scene this morning, probably throughout the course of the day, just to monitor conditions.
Again, level 3 go now evacuations are in place for both sides of the Yakima River, from the Nob Hill overpass south to the I-82 bridge in Union Gap.
Yakima Greenway is also closed south of Nob Hill Boulevard to State Route 24.
Stay with us on Good Morning Northwest as we continue to monitor the situation and work to bring you the latest updates. Now to a crime alert out of Kennewick. An unusual scene outside Ranch and Home leads to an arrest just yesterday afternoon. Authorities say a man was acting erratic, wearing black paint on his face in the shape of a cross. Officers identified him as Michael Pyatt, who was handing out $100 bills and talking about harming people. He admitted to using cocaine, and police found video of him driving just before the arrest. Pyatt was taken into custody for driving on a suspended license and under the influence, and his car is now part of a search warrant investigation. Now, the city of Pasco is in its final steps in selecting its next city manager.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia reports on how the city plans to narrow down its top 3 finalists.
Harold Stewart, David Stockdale, Eric Swanson. Pasco Mayor Pete Serrano says these 3 city manager finalists have been introduced to the community, city officials, and staff. Feedback has been given, and now it's time to finalize the details.
Then the next thing is give direction to the consultant to go out and negotiate a contract when we figure out who that number one is, and as we have the ability to determine who we want to move forward with. And so we're hopeful that that process will happen over the next week of sticking the landing on the candidate and starting to negotiate.
Mayor Serrano says the best person for the job will not only be highly skilled, but also be specialized.
If we've got someone that can reach, the Hispanic community, it would be helpful. We did look for someone who's bilingual. We do have one who is. That won't be the driving factor, but that will be a heavy contributing factor. And also the ability to just, again, we want a professional who understands the role of city manager.
Mayor Serrano says the next city manager will be someone that's willing to put in the work for the community.
So they're not coming in and asking, well, can I do this? Should I do this? When do I need to do this? Want someone who can hit the ground running. We have a lot of projects going on, as you know. We've got everything that's happening with all the building in Pasco. We've got the Broadmoor. We've got all the road construction. We've got other parts of the city that are growing.
Serrano says ultimately he wants someone who's going to really put their roots in the community and be the next generation of Pasco. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Monique. And the mayor says he hopes to have the next city manager's contract finalized by the end of this month.
Of course, we'll continue to follow the developments closely and update you as soon as that decision is made. All right, now looking to Walla Walla, where a major safety project is underway, and city officials say it could also open the door for some big economic development.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert has more on what the project entails.
Back in April, the Myra Road South Extension project got underway. It aims to connect Myra Road from Highway 12 all the way down to South Walla Walla. Right now, crews are working on a roundabout at Highland Road, but starting today, construction is shifting to Morrison Road, where the city will remove the existing roadway and install a second roundabout. The city's communication coordinator says it's all a part of a long-term plan for the area.
In the past few years, the city's been planning to install these roundabouts to connect to that field that currently is under development, where we're going to have a few businesses, some homes that are going in. Around 150 homes are going to be installed there.
Crawford says the project is not just about improving traffic safety, it's part of the city's ongoing effort to grow.
We've been currently looking for areas to continue expanding residential housing, and this project's going to help improve that. The Myra Road project, just linking Highway 12 to the south, has been a long-term project, and this is going to continue that effort, and as well as expand into an area where residential housing is needed.
Some Walla Walla locals are also on board with the idea, especially if it means long-term benefits for the city.
If it's great for the community, I'm all for it. So it's going to probably cost us all a little more, but hey, if it heads progress in the right road, we're good to go.
Crawford says the city chose roundabouts specifically because they're proven to reduce the severity of accidents.
Roundabouts have been preferred over some traffic signals at some intersections for this targeting zero larger incidents.
Rick agrees. He says roundabouts make sense as the city continues to grow.
It's probably a positive because it's going to direct traffic other ways. Traffic gets heavy around here certain times of the day, but it's not like we live in the Tri-Cities or Seattle area. It's still pretty mellow around here.
As road work continues, city officials say they're not only planning for future growth, but making sure drivers stay safe along the way. In Walla Walla, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And the city does expect the roundabout at Highland Road to be finished sometime this fall.
And a third roundabout project is scheduled for next year. We'll, of course, keep you updated.
Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. The surviving Idaho firefighter ambushed in the line of duty, now making hopeful strides towards recovery. What his medical team is seeing that's giving family and friends new reason to celebrate.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
You You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demands to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
One day, maybe these were your people, or these. But maybe one day you noticed fewer people, which can feel different, but good, because now, older, we decide what our people means, how we spend time, even who they are. Like us, our people are their own people, and our connections keep us active, sharper, and happier. Find ways to connect with people of all ages at findyourpeoplewa.org.
For over 4 decades, the art of fine catering has been perfected by CG Catering in Kennewick. Well known for their luxurious bites, lavish delights, and precision in every portion, CG Catering will grace any event from groups of 10 to 3,000. Meticulous menus with seamless service for all occasions is their tradition. From remote locations to their local event center, repeat clients provide ongoing rave reviews as a testament to the unforgettable memories they have inspired. Call CG Catering for your next celebration.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demands to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There is a red flag warning in place for today. That would be in the Cascades, but on not our side of the Cascades, in the Seattle market. So we'll keep a close eye on that. This goes from 11 a.m. this morning to 11 p.m. this evening. It is definitely going to be dry up that way, that's for sure. Okay, right now temperatures 50s for the most part in Kittitas County. We are seeing some low 60s down towards Vantage, and then in the Yakima Valley, 50s and 60s up and down the valley. In the lower Columbia Basin, also 50s and 60s, 56 for the Tri-Cities, 63 up towards the Hanford site. And then for the Blue Foothills, also seeing that same mixture of 50s and 60s, 40s and 50s for the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Here's your coatcast for today for the Tri-Cities. Light jacket stuff for this morning. Going to be around 75 by 10 this morning, 82 around lunchtime, and then low to mid 90s at the peak of daytime. Heating will actually end up being pretty seasonal for this time of the year. Okay, there could also be some light upper level wildfire smoke in the skies for today, and we'll show you that with Futurecast upper level wildfire smoke. Again, whenever we see this tan color, that's when the smoke would be most noticeable up in the sky. We put this into motion, and if the boundary fire starts to flare up a little bit later today with some of those winds out of the west, that could put some noticeable haze into places like Hermiston and Walla Walla, much more noticeable haze in southern portions of Morrow and Umatilla counties. And as we head into the next couple days, the big story once again going to be the heat. I'll tell you just how hot it could get coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. 6:15 now, and continuing coverage out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where injured firefighter Dave Tisdale is officially on the road to recovery.
Just yesterday, Tisdale was transferred to a rehab hospital that specializes in spinal cord injuries, and it's a big move after he was shot in the back during an ambush on Canfield Mountain just last month. So take a look at footage from the move. Well-deserved cheers to fellow battalion chiefs John Morrison and Frank Harwood
both killed in that ambush. Tisdale's quick thinking and radio warning helped keep other first responders actually out of harm's way that day.
His injuries were severe, including a collapsed lung and shattered ribs, but there's already progress. Over the weekend, Tisdale voluntarily moved the toes on his left foot.
He, of course, as you can see and imagine, he was given a hero's send-off with staff and fellow first responders lining the halls at Kootenai Health to cheer him on as he made his transfer.
And now his focus turns to rehab and recovery, surrounded by specialists trained to help him regain strength and mobility.
Well, of course, we just wish him the absolute best. Yeah, just an extreme tragedy that happened that day, and so hopefully his recovery can be quick and
a hero, true hero.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth, giving you a live look at fire burning. This is our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. This fire, the Viola fire, burning in that vegetation there right along Interstate 82. Level 3 evacuation orders in place for areas around there along the Yakima River. And at one point, that fire even hopping the interstate, catching a local restaurant there at that truck stop on fire. We have all the details and what we know of this fire as crews remain on scene this morning, coming up after the break.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Being involved in a car accident is stressful. Who's going to pay for your injuries, medical expenses, and lost wages? Unfortunately, during the stressful time, most insurance companies will not look out for your rights and will often fight your claim. Don't stress out. Let Capuzzo Lady fight for you. They have helped people all across the Yakima Valley win their cases and get the compensation they deserved. Don't try to handle it yourself. They are ready to fight for you. More cash for your crash. Call Capuzzo Lady today for a free consultation. 866-4166.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
At Bruce Heating and Air, our technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system.
Feeling overwhelmed? It's time to shed your worries, literally. At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got the perfect shed to clear the clutter, create space, and bring peace to your life. Man cave, playhouse, done. Want something custom? We'll build it just the way you want it. And we deliver for free. Summer is here. Shed the mess, shed the stress. See dealer for special pricing. Visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds today in Kennewick or West Richland.
Apple Valley News Now viewer Alan Rither of Richland.
We really appreciate Apple Valley News Now being on the air. It's more a part of our community.
We love hearing from viewers. Email comments at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Live's nominated for 3 Daytime Emmy Awards. Next live, Freddie Prinze Jr. from I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Christopher Briney.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacy Lee Weather. Apple Valley News Now, on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track this East Viola fire that's burning off the Yakima River to the south of Washington 24 to the south of the wastewater facility. And this does have level 3 go now evacuations in place. They've been in place since last night for both sides of the Yakima River, south of the Nob Hill overpass to the I-82 bridge by Union Gap. If we have any more updates on this, of course, we'll be sure to pass that along. Otherwise, for today, winds are going to be light. That is going to be beneficial to the firefighting efforts in Yakima and also in southern Yakima County with the Boundary Fire. Otherwise, plenty of sunshine, a beautiful day, and high temperatures. It's going to be hotter compared to yesterday, but still normal for this time of the year. Low to mid 90s for lower elevations and 70s and 80s up in the Cascades. Then for tonight, could have some haze on the map, maybe some thicker haze down in southern portions of Morrow and Umatilla counties, but otherwise mostly clear skies, and it's going to be mild out there with 60s for lower elevations, 50s in the Cascades, and 50s and 60s in the Blues. For tomorrow, a good deal hotter, around 100 degrees in the lower Columbia Basin, only about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year, but certainly it will be noticeably hotter out there. Also, the winds a little bit more noticeable for tomorrow, but the strongest gusts are only going to be up around 25 miles per hour for the Morrow County foothills and in the Kittitas Valley. So the fire start potential, it's not going to be zero, but it's not going to be nearly as high as it was over the past couple of days. If we're splitting hairs here, Friday technically going to be the hotter of the little 2-day peak to this mini heat wave, if you want to call it that, but things come back down to earth pretty quickly after that, and will actually end up being about 5 degrees cooler than normal by the time we get to Monday. So that'll be a nice little change up. This will be a nice change up as well. At least it has the potential to be little shower chances in the mountains for Monday and Tuesday. However, that's kind of a catch-22. We want to see the rain. We don't want to see the lightning, and there could be lightning, especially in the Blues for Tuesday. So we'll keep a very close eye on that. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Near 100 Thursday and Friday, but much more comfortable Saturday through Tuesday. In Yakima, mid-90s today through the end of the work week. The more seasonal stuff Saturday and beyond. In Ellensburg, winds pick up again Friday through Sunday. Per usual, we'll watch the fire start potential very closely. In Hermiston, highs around 100 tomorrow and Friday. Then they'll hover around 90 Saturday through Tuesday. Finally, for Walla Walla, a bit hotter over the next couple days, but cooling off again this weekend and into the beginning of next week.
Thanks, Josh. 6:23 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Television's biggest night is getting closer. This morning, Emmy nominations are in. Who's leading the pack and which fan favorites got snubbed? We'll talk Emmys in your entertainment headlines coming up after the break.
It's our 48th anniversary at Moore Furniture, 3 generations strong thanks to you. For 48 incredible years, we've had the honor of furnishing your homes. From our family to yours, we're celebrating with 72 months interest-free financing and no money down on every purchase over $19.99. Plus, we'll remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. That's 6 full years with no interest. Just gorgeous furniture, unbeatable value, and easy monthly payments. Only at Moore Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
Get ready to feast at Legends Casino Hotel's ultimate all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Dive into fresh Dungeness crab, wild Columbia River salmon, juicy prime rib, and much more. Taste it all every Thursday starting at 4 p.m.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again. Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Hey there, cool cats and groovy gals. Looking for a place where the good times roll? Cruise into Town Square Adult Day Center in Kennewick, where the jukebox is jumping and the vibes are always good. Games, music, laughs, and a crew that treats you like solid gold. Way more fun than sitting at home watching the tube. Don't be a square. Make every day a blast from the past. Check out our early enrollment specials. Town Square Adult Day Center, where feeling young at heart is always in style.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. My Sports at the Homeland Field.
How about you two?
My Bass.
Get 0% APR financing with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles. Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
6:25. Welcome back. In your entertainment headlines this morning, nominees for TV's top honor, the Emmys, were just announced.
Leading the way with 27 nominations is the Apple TV Plus series Severance.
Well deserved. The Penguin on HBO Max collected 24 nominations.
Love that show also.
So The Studio and one of my favorites, The White Lotus, each picking up 23 nominations.
Love that one also. So the 77th Primetime Emmy Awards will be broadcasted live on September 14th.
Comedian Nate Bargatze is set to host.
Always fun.
The Penguin with that many, and then Severance. Okay, have you?
No.
Okay, you should.
I know.
I know we're obsessed with it.
Oh yeah.
I know, you guys have told me about it.
It's different. Like I don't know how to describe it.
It's got a lot of liminal spaces. It's a very slow burn, but each finale is like,
it's
I
almost
hop
like
out of
a
my
slow
couch.
burn, yeah. But then the end of the
Yeah.
episode always just throws you for a loop.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd like it, but yeah, it's
And what a
really
cast too. It's got
Yeah, so good.
Definitely binge worthy.
Yes, yeah. I think if you start it today, you'll be done by tomorrow. No, no. Maybe next week.
I think I do when I get home.
You're right. No, but soon.
But maybe,
yeah.
All
White
right.
Lotus too. Oh, such a good one.
I want to watch it again.
I know. I think I need to watch it
I
again.
want to start
because I
season
haven't
one
seen
and
the
watch
first
it
one in
again.
so long.
I know.
White Lotus? No.
It's on the. I gotta finish Breaking Bad, then Better Call Saul, then White Lotus is like. So it's number 3 on the list.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
you've
right.
gotta.
Gotta work
You've
through
got a
some
list.
stuff.
Yeah, I gotta move around.
Right. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, a close call in Kennewick after a driver nearly hit a pedestrian before an off-duty officer steps in. We're gonna let you know what we've learned about that driver and how police got involved.
And from a van to the fastest boats in the world, we meet the Hermiston artists behind some of hydroplane racing's most iconic designs. All the details are coming up in your 6:30 half hour.
We've recovered millions in over 7,000 cases. Now that's experience for you. The reason why we settle so many cases is because we put them together to go to court.
Call Alan Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio, yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
First, at Shriners Children's, the world's most advanced scoliosis procedures are born here. In fact, we deliver access to the world's best doctors for nearly every pediatric orthopedic condition. We're delivering care without compromise is our promise. And kids can just be kids. Because being first always starts with empowering the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster.
Even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Hi, I'm Christine Connolly.
local realtor with As You Wish Real Estate Team. We offer full concierge services. Our handyman contractors will take care of everything and you won't pay anything until closing. I'm a proud sponsor of Operation Best Friend. Remember, you only get one chance to make a first impression.
We've recovered millions in over 7,000 cases. Now that's experience for you. The reason why we settle so many cases is because we put them together to go to court.
Call Allen Brecky Law Offices at 735-0546.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Wednesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Josh, it's been too toasty out there. Just...
Am I getting scolded for it?
Yeah. Tone it down a little, Josh.
Yeah. Here's some good news.
I'm sorry, I'll rein it back. Actually, it's going to get hotter.
No, it's going to get warmer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to get hotter over the next couple days. But after that, a little bit of delayed gratification. It's going to get cool.
Yeah, come like
you did that.
October, November.
Put the fear of God in me right there. Jeez.
You need to tone it down.
Let's go ahead and let's talk about our 3-degree guarantee, sponsored by our good friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel.
That's not too bad, 90.
Yeah.
Well, that was today, though, isn't it?
That was yesterday, but 90. It verified at 88. Jackpot went up to 175. So for today, 93. Hopefully it's to Jessica Jalal's liking. If it verifies between 90 to 96, jackpot's going to hit $200. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to AppleValleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, now it's on your screen. We are still tracking this fire that is burning off the Yakima River. It is the East Viola fire. It's burning to the south of Washington 24. This is I-82, and there are level 3 go now evacuations in place. We'll talk to you more about those coming up here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. But thankfully, we're not expecting any additional rapid spread of this fire because the wind's much calmer this morning as opposed to yesterday morning. So that's going to be advantageous for the firefighting efforts, not just for this fire, but also the fire burning in southern Yakima County right on the Klickitat County line. That would be the boundary fire. Okay, temperatures for this morning, 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 50s in the Cascades and 50s in the Blues. Feeling pretty good out there. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities, my favorite kind of weather at 10 this morning, sunny and 75, around 80 at lunchtime, and then into the low to mid 90s at the peak of daytime heating. Pretty seasonal stuff for this time of the year. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast, and I'll show you just how dry our vegetation is going to be for today. So that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news with a crime alert out of Kennewick. A pretty potentially dangerous situation was stopped just in time, all thanks to the quick thinking of an off-duty Benton County deputy.
That deputy spotted a Dodge Durango swerving all over the road near West Canal Drive and West Quinault Avenue. This happened around 4 p.m. yesterday, and with the deputy even seeing the car almost hit a pedestrian.
Really scary situation. So that deputy, of course, calling police, calling 911. Kennewick officers responded quickly. They pulled that vehicle over within minutes. And after a DUI investigation, police determined 29-year-old Kendra Schatz was under the influence.
Schatz will be booked into the Benton County Jail once the investigation wraps up. And authorities say this could have ended much worse, but thanks to that deputy's vigilance, no one was hurt.
All right, 6:34, and we are talking water follies, and you might not know his name, but if you've watched hydroplane racing, you've definitely seen Eric Petrine's work, and you've probably seen it fly by at over 200 miles an hour. So Eric, he is a painter. His work is known across the world of hydroplane racing. He's a Hermiston-based artist, and he got to start with an airbrush that was actually gifted to him by his former in-laws. And he started painting motocross jerseys at the time. He did it out of a van and went across the country painting. And eventually he turned his paintings towards some of the biggest names in H1 Unlimited racing. So now these days, Eric is still working on helmets, cars, and yes, even boats for the water follies.
Every race, that they would, be involved in stuff, that I would have like a new helmet that I would deliver like to Dave Villwalk. Or I would deliver to Mark Evans or whatever, and people would see that.
And so he says that he has painted more than 5,000 items for H1 teams spanning more than a decade. And you can look for Eric's newest work out on the water during Water Follies weekend, and that is July 25th through the 27th.
Making a difference this morning, the Benton County Veterans Therapy Court aims to help vets navigate the justice system, and they do this through mentorship and also treatment.
Yeah, and we met one of them, Dakota Musick. He says that he felt hopeless before entering the program, but now, after graduating, he says his perspective has shifted, and he says that he is now better equipped to navigate the challenges.
Following the ceremony, graduates are allowed to shred their former charges, and their records are cleaned.
Graduates of the program often then come back to help as mentors, something, of course, this program hopes that Dakota does.
And through the work that he's done in this program, he now likes himself. We all really like him too, and he's been really inspirational for the people in here.
And the program has graduated more than 70 participants so far.
I think it's
people
fantastic.
doing good things.
It is. And
So
like I was
heartwarming.
saying earlier when we were talking about that story, just how, you know, he took his trials and tribulations, he worked on them.
Make something out of it, you know?
Exactly. And then now to give back to others, to let them know, hey,
you're not alone.
I was going through this too.
Yeah.
You know, and now look, and we can work on it together and kind of reset. So I like that, yeah. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Yes, TV, of course, known for reruns, but in this case, you're going to love this returning character. Coming up, we'll take another look at our buddy Bart. He is still looking for his forever family, and you're going to learn all about him on Operation Best Friend.
But first, Josh Colbreth will have another look at your weather forecast and this fire in Yakima. Keep it right here. We'll be right back with more details after the break.
An awesome canyon so close to home on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
For decades, CG Public House has been known for fresh, chef-inspired meals and seasonal specialty menus. When the weather's right, enjoy patio dining with dog-friendly amenities that make everyone feel welcome. Pair your favorite dishes with handcrafted cocktails and premium local wines for the perfect dining experience. Don't miss the Pendleton Beef Prime Rib, served every Friday and Saturday. And be sure to finish with a slice of our famous homemade pie. Join us to make CG Public House your favorite dine out.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Prepare yourselves for one of the greatest Motown and R&B artists of all time. The Commodores are coming to the Tri-Cities July 26th. With 75 million albums sold, this legendary group will bring the funk to the Hapo Center with favorites like Brick House, Night Shift, and many more. Go to CommodoresLive.com and get your tickets now. Don't miss this opportunity to see the legendary Commodores live.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
The fireworks don't stop on the 4th. McCurley Subaru's Red, White, and Vroom sales event is lighting up July with explosive savings. As the largest volume Subaru dealer in the area, we've got the inventory and the deals. For the first time in a while, get low financing, like 1.9% on the 2025 Outback and Crosstrek. Don't wait. Save today and keep the Red, White, and Vroom spirit alive all July long. Only at McCurley Subaru, your way home.
It's time to lose your generic weather app. Scan this QR code to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. It's the app you need from the team you trust.
The Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Live's nominated for 3 Daytime Emmy Awards. Next Live, Freddie Prinze Jr. from I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Christopher Riney.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a beautiful day out there. Seasonal heat for this time of the year. That means low 80s up towards the pass, mid 90s in the Kittitas Valley, mid 90s for Vantage as well. Peak gusts could be around 15 to 20 miles per hour in the Cascades, but light winds in the Kittitas Valley, light winds in the Yakima Valley as well. These highs are going to be in the low to mid 90s. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, we'll also end up for the most part in the low to mid 90s, always a little bit cooler down towards Boardman. And then for the Blue Foothills, looks like it's going to be mid to upper 80s for the Morrow County foothills, and then low to mid 90s for the foothills of Umatilla and Morrow County. 70s and 80s for the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Plenty of sunshine here and light winds as well. That's kind of the theme for today. Okay, here's today's vegetation dryness forecast. Remember, all of these levels have been adjusted for typical dryness per microclimate. Whenever we see red on the map, that's not good. Whenever we see magenta on the map, that's really not good. That sort of maxes out our scale here. Significant levels of vegetation dryness in the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin, and still critically dry for the valleys, for the lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. What does this mean? Well, it means that the fire start potential for today is certainly not zero, but the light winds are going to be a saving grace. Also, relative humidity values, which measures moisture up in the Cascades, going to be above 40%. So I think that should curb the fire start potential. But again, that potential is not going to be zero.
That music can only mean one thing. It's time for another edition of Operation Best Friend, and this week we're catching up with the familiar face who's made a lot of progress.
I love him so much. It's Bart. He is a 3-year-old black-mouth Kermix, and while he may be missing a leg, he's got more energy than some 4-legged pups.
After surgery, training, and a whole lot of love, he's now looking for his perfect person, or even a foster family, to continue his journey.
Here's more on Bart.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hello, Operation Best Friend fans. This is Mikey's Chance Canine Rescue, and we would like to reintroduce you to Bart. Bart is a 3-year-old black-mouth cur mix, or at least as best as we can identify, we think that's what he is. But Bart is an extra special dog because he's a tripod. He was in an accident when he was young, and he was surrendered by his family because they couldn't pay for the amputation. So Mikey's Chance took him over, got him all cleared medically, but he did lose one of his rear legs. But you wouldn't know it. He acts like a 4-legged dog. He runs, he hikes, he loves to play, and so there are no issues whatsoever. Last time we had him here, he had a couple little behavioral problems that needed to be worked on. And we brought him up to Maddox Dog Academy, and they did wonders with him. He's now leash trained, gets along well with other dogs, still not so much for cats, but he is really ready to be your forever best friend. He's crate trained, he's potty trained, he loves car rides, he loves snuggling, he loves stuffies, as in stuffed animals, and he is just a joy to be with. Right now, because he is up at the training academy, we are looking for, obviously, a forever home, but he could also use a foster to continue to work with him and make him the best dog ever. So if you're looking for your best friend, put in an application for Bart. You won't be sorry.
You won't be sorry.
Nope, and he really did have like more energy than most dogs for someone with 3 legs. So cute.
Yeah, he ran right up to me yesterday.
Oh,
he ran right up to everyone who's sort of where we filmed those little things. But yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I think I read what the only thing he's not really into is cats.
Yeah, I like 2
not
cats.
a cat fan. So, other than that, he's all yours.
Good dog.
Yeah. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint and everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And of course, we are keeping a close eye on this fire. We're giving you a live look of it right now from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. This is burning just kind of parallel to Interstate 82. It's the Viola fire. And right now, level 3 evacuation order is still in place for some areas around the Yakima River there. We're going to break down more on that fire and what we know about containment this morning, coming up after your break.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus where we feel like we're a one-stop shop. Primary care is everything that you do here at the Pacific Clinic. We really focus on preemptive care. And what that means to us is going out and playing tennis and working on that proprioception, that balance, that social aspect, flexibility, all those things.
Living an active lifestyle is extremely important to our health. Research shows that just by incorporating exercise into our daily lives, we can reduce our risk of cardiovascular disease by 50%. So cutting your risk in half is amazing. And just by incorporating regular exercise, we add years to our life.
Stress is the primary reason why living an active lifestyle is so important, because it reduces stress. Stress brings on anxiety, depression, all of the things that we don't want to feel. So
there's some really good benefits to cold therapy, specifically with regards to neurotransmitters. What's important about those neurotransmitters is when they go up, it improves your mood. And so it's become a really good treatment option for depression. And as far as the hot therapy, things like a sauna are really good at preventing cardiovascular disease, Alzheimer's disease, and even some respiratory diseases. I would recommend that folks take advantage of all the services we have to offer here at the clinic. You can make significant strides toward improving your health by utilizing all that we have to offer.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun, wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your local Honda dealer during the summer event.
Did you know Tri-City Lumber Company isn't just for contractors? We're your local source for decking, railing, hardware, and more, open to everyone. For over 30 years, DIYers and homeowners have trusted us for quality materials and expert one-on-one advice. Now, under new ownership, we're making it even easier to shop local and build better. Skip the big box stores. Visit Tri-City Lumber today on Clearwater and Kennewick, or call us at 509-783-3322 today.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We are still tracking this East Viola fire that is burning off the Yakima River on the Greenway. This is sort of nestled in between the river and I-82. This is to the south of Washington 24, to the south of the wastewater facility, and still level 3 go now evacuations in place for both sides of the Yakima River, south of the Nob Hill overpass to the I-82 bridge by Union Gap. We are continuing to keep a very close eye on this one. Okay, but thankfully the wind gust is going to be much lighter for today. That's going to be very beneficial to the firefighting efforts, not just for the East Viola fire, but also for the Boundary fire burning on the boundary of Yakima and Klickitat counties. Otherwise, a beautiful day, lots of sunshine, and high temperatures a little bit hotter compared to yesterday, but still normal for this time of the year. Low to mid 90s for lower elevation, 70s and 80s up in the mountains. For tonight, still mostly clear skies. Could have some patches of haze, maybe some thicker upper level haze in southern portions of Morrow and Umatilla counties, but other than that, mostly clear and mild as well, as we'll be down into the 60s for lower elevations, 50s in the Cascades, and 50s and 60s in the Blues. Okay, for tomorrow, definitely it's going to be noticeably hotter out there. We'll be about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Some portions of the lower Columbia Basin could touch 100 degrees, but mid-90s up and down the valleys, mid-90s also for the foothills. And the winds will also be a little bit more noticeable for tomorrow, at least in some spots, but the strongest gusts, it's not really going to be eye-popping, just around 25 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley and the Morrow County foothills. But that does mean that fire danger will be a little bit higher for tomorrow, but we're certainly not as concerned with the fire start potential as we were over the past couple days, but it's still not going to be zero even for today. High temperatures, if you want to split hairs, technically Friday a little bit hotter as opposed to Thursday. So this is really going to be a 2-day peak of this heat wave, if you want to call it that. But after that, much more seasonal high temperatures, if not actually a little bit below average for this time of the year. The forecast stays mostly dry up until Monday and Tuesday. Little shower chances in the mountains. We're tracking the potential for some thunderstorms in the blues for Tuesday as well. Definitely have vested interest in that. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, near 100 Thursday and Friday, but much more comfortable Saturday through Tuesday. In Yakima, mid-90s today through the end of the work week, the more seasonal stuff Saturday and beyond. In Ellensburg, winds pick up again Friday through Sunday. Per usual, watch the fire start potential very closely. In Hermiston, highs around 100 tomorrow and Friday, then they'll hover around 90 Saturday through Tuesday. Finally, for Walla Walla, a bit hotter over the next couple days, but cooling off again this weekend and into the beginning of next week. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it was the frightening incident on the soccer pitch that left fans across the country stunned. Just 2 months ago, Angel City defender Savvy King had been celebrating a teammate's goal in a match against the Utah Royals. Moments later, she collapsed to the ground.
Yeah, this is intense.
And this morning, she's sharing her story with GMA.
What happened in that moment?
So there's actually a lot that I don't remember. I think that it's kind of a blur, but I remember I wasn't feeling right, and I remember I grabbed my leg because I was trying to distract myself from the fact that I felt like I was gonna pass out. And then I remember the medical staff coming onto the field, and then after that I don't remember anything.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more with Savvy King, her road to recovery, and her message for fans everywhere. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better. So this is better. That too. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Dupixent's not for sudden breathing problems. It helps prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue or throat swelling, wheezing or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. You can get more out of your lungs. You can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. Also approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled, and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Time is now 6:53. It's time for your morning sprint. We want to start off in your national headlines. The Pentagon announcing yesterday it's withdrawing 2,000 National Guard troops from California. The troops were sent to LA last month to help law enforcement deal with demonstrations on immigration raids. The Guard deployment happened over the objections of city leaders and the California governor. 2,000 Guard members and 700 Marines are still on duty in the city.
6:53, time now for the top 5 local things you need to know as you head out the door this morning. Crews in Yakima still working to contain that brush fire that sparked near East Viola Avenue. Giving you a live look of it right now from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. You can see smoke still billowing from that area. This is parallel to Interstate 82. At one point, high winds actually carried embers across the interstate, igniting the roof of the Gear Jammer restaurant right there at that truck stop. Evacuation level 3 orders still in place for areas along the Yakima River south of the Nob Hill overpass to the I-82 bridge by Union Gap.
And a man is in jail after police say he was giving out $100 bills and threatening to harm others at the Ranch and Home in Kennewick. Police say the suspect admitted to using cocaine and that he had more in his car. He was arrested for DUI and other charges. And just hours before that, another driver had been pulled over near Canal and Quinault after nearly hitting a pedestrian. An off-duty Benton County deputy spotted the reckless driver, called Kennewick police, and they say 29-year-old Kendra Schatz was under the influence and is now facing DUI charges. And the city of Pasco is one step closer to naming its new city manager. The mayor says they're finalizing a contract with their top pick, and they hope to have it ready by the end of this month.
And finally, Mr. Bart. He's a three-legged pup with a heart of gold, still looking for his forever home through Mikey's Chance Canine Rescue. He's leash trained, potty trained, full of love, just not a big fan of cats, but has tons of energy. And if you're interested in fostering or adopting Bart, you can head to our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. All right, 6:55. Taking a look at what is trending this morning. Fairs across the country in our region are gearing up for their biggest season of the year, and we're not just talking rides and music.
If you're like me, you're going to the fair for some food. Woo! So this week, officials at the Iowa State Fair have revealed the finalists for this year's Best New Fair Foods.
Let's just say they're not skimping on creativity. Bacon, chicken ranch, egg rolls.
That sounds delicious.
Is on that list.
Yum.
Ooh.
That does sound delicious.
Ooh, is that it right there?
I think
that
it
looks
is.
delicious too.
Bring it on. Some of the other highlights include popcorn drizzled with bacon bits.
Okay.
Okay. And even flamin' hot pickled pizza.
Listen, I'll try all of those.
Same.
I don't know if I'll like them, but I'll try them. And of course, you can also find plenty of deep fried desserts, and they even have a Scotcheroo shake.
So whether you're in it for the eats or just curious to try something outrageous, there's no shortage of flavor when it comes to fair food.
Favorite fair food?
I mean, a classic corn dog is
yes.
always delicious.
Jalapeno corn dog.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are really good.
Or those like the bricks of curly fries.
Yeah. I'd say a
Funnel
deep,
cakes.
if you've ever had a deep fried Snickers bar,
I think I had deep fried Oreos one time, and it was really, really good.
essentially the same thing.
Yeah, and then they always
I love
have
it all.
random ones, like a mac and cheese type of thing. I know Texas had that one year, and I was trying to find it, and it was
Or like a
apparently sold
delicious
out.
burrito the size
Yes.
of like
My head.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I love it all.
I didn't know what elephant ears were when I moved here. So
What?
I thought they were like a little headband you put on, and they're like cute little elephant ears. And I'm like, oh, I want one.
I love you so
yeah,
much.
we call them funnel cakes, or it's like
Well, they're
a
completely
similar-
different.
I know, but
Funnel
it like
cakes and
tastes the
elephant ears,
same, right?
No.
No?
No, an elephant ear is like flatter dough, cinnamon and sugar.
What's the weather? We got 1 minute.
Okay, let's take a look at wind gusts this morning. They're much calmer as opposed to yesterday morning. Good news for the firefighting efforts on both the fires on the map. 60s this morning for lower elevations. Feels fantastic. Later today, low to mid 90s. Seasonal stuff for this time of the year. We'll be up around 100 in the Tri-Cities for Thursday and Friday. Cooler, more seasonal Saturday through Tuesday. Little mountain shower chances Monday and Tuesday. Again, the East Viola fire, we continue to keep very close tabs on that, burning along the Yakima River south of Washington 24. There, the level 3 go now evacuations in place. We have those posted online at applevalleynewsnow.com.
My bad, I just got hungry and wanted to talk about food.
I know, same.
Happens at all.
See my passion.
We're dealing with that. And thanks for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We'll of course be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.